All right, folks. I'm seeing a lot of people are starting to show up. So, what are we needing today? Yeah, what are you wanting from your practice? I'm setting up in a different direction, as you can see today. Trying to take advantage of not feeling so silhouetted. So as I'm getting set up, why don't you guys get your stuff set up so that you can see and listen more than watch. Get your blocks and your straps and stuff. All right, let me see what's going on here. Trying to see. All right, people. Let's see if I've got this. All right. I might want to pull this up a little bit higher. Yoga blocks. Very useful, all right? You guys got to see Karma. All right, let's see if it transferred over to that mic. I might have to start a new live. Let's see. What's today, guys? The 4th? I think it is. Making stuff up, you know, doing all kinds of streamy stuff. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't know. It's probably not going to work. There I am, 16, 17. Hey, people. All right. What do y'all think? Can we see? If I was sitting like this, and then I was so short. Oh, I guess I'm not that short. All right. You guys can tell where we are, right? I'm gonna burn some stuff. If I can find some fire. Here's my sidekick. Hi. Thank you. She misses people so much. My dog misses people more than I do. She is far more extroverted than I am, right? I'm so sorry. So when we get to the studio, she comes running in so happy, and she's like, where are they hiding? And she goes from room to room to room to room to room. And in some ways it's joyous, and in many ways it's very, very sad. Because, you know, she's not getting what she's so looking forward to. So I guess that's a word of warning for the day that she does get to see you all again. You are going to be full of bountiful karma. How about that? Bountiful karma. All right. Got a few more minutes, giving people a chance to figure out how they want to, when they want to wake up, if they're joining us. And I'm getting a little sagey, getting a little bit better about getting things set up kind of quickly. Is everyone hearing me all right? Go ahead and maybe type that in, let me know that you're hearing things clearly. An early word of warning. Karma's really close to the mic. So, hips and hamstrings. Steph's just like, stretch, okay. I like the stretch. But so the mic is really close to where Karma is. So when she starts to go to sleep, which she will, probably in about 10 or 15 minutes, she might snore. Just to let you know, that's how she's going to share her yoga practice with us today, is snoring. So, that's kind of genuine. Hips, hamstrings. All right, got 12 folks. Let's see here. I'm going to, let's see. Belinda's trying to multitask right here. That's probably not the best idea, but let's see. I mean, what have I got to lose? It's like, out of all the things to worry about, messing up on Facebook does not rank high. Not at all. So, embracing the imperfection, that's really what I'm all about right now. Is it messed up? Yay, thank you. It's not perfect? Awesome, thank you. Really, it's there we go. All right, I'm multitasking, talking at the same time. Focus, Belinda, Dharana. I gotta work on showing my practice here with all of you peoples. All right, so here we are. And I need to mute myself. Nobody needs to hear that, right? All right, so I'm seeing Rondell. All I see are hips and hamstrings, stretch from Steph, thumbs up, a little bit of Karma Yoga looks like people are interested in, and that's about it. So, one more minute till go time. As though it's like, sad panda, I wanted to buy a light kit, and the person just posted that it's gone. I wanted to buy a light kit. I'll get a light kit, don't worry about it. All right, people. Good morning. So hi, I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and we're at the studio on a Saturday morning, a little later than usual, but why not sleep in the days of coronavirus? We can do what we want, kind of. So welcome to our basics yoga flow. We have basics usually every Saturday morning around 8 in the morning. We're a donation-based yoga studio here in Michigan, but we're able to share our donation-based practice now as far as the reach of the internet will go. Have a mat nearby, have a block, a strap, maybe a little bit of water or tea if you would like. Hopefully you haven't eaten in at least an hour or so. Turn all of your ringers and stuff on vibrate. I'm going to put mine on do not disturb. I'll try to remember to do that. And then lastly, I am not going to be playing any kind of music, all right? Because I'm rebroadcasting this on YouTube, they can definitely flag that. And so Play something if you want on your own background, or really bring yourself present into your homes and hear the sounds that are there. All right? Let's find a comfortable way of sitting. Find your breath. Let's go of some expectation. Let go of any expectation of what you want this practice to feel like or be like. Let's breathe in and lengthen. Exhale through center. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the heavenly space into your heart, into your earth. Breath in. Remembering that we're on this big blue marble. Exhale. Remember our place, right, in the whole ecosystem, universe system. Once more. Breath in. Breath out. And a really simple twist. And release. Let's come on over to the other side. And release. Let's go ahead and lengthen the legs out in front of us. Maybe as wide as our mat. Wake up those legs. And if you've been joining in at all over the last week or so, just, have the kids pull up a mat, have your family members, your animals, don't shoo them away, okay? Try to keep some nice, loving, kind energy in where we are. All right, so wider apart, more forgiving on the hamstrings and the back. All right, so we're gonna just start here. Knees lightly bent, breath in, and exhale, come on forward. Go ahead and freely make some sounds and hear the sounds. And bringing ourselves back up. Good. Now bring the bottoms of the feet together. Sitting up tall, pressing those inner thighs open. Breath in. Exhale, take it forward. Now don't go to any extremes as we just start to wake up the body and say hello. Let this be a nice little hello that you're giving to your body, to yourselves. Keep it simple. And let your mind's eye go up and down your spine, in your hips, in your inner thighs, and hear what those body areas are saying to us. And we'll bring ourselves back up. I'm going to take my right leg out to the side, keeping this left leg in. If you would like to bring that up against that thigh, go ahead. If you want to keep it out a bit, it's going to be a little bit more intense, all right? Still just starting out this morning, getting to know the body. So maybe take it easy. And we'll give a little bit of a side bend here, letting this right arm. Good. Feeling that on the left side. Bodies are always a little more stiff first thing in the morning. Waking up the body. It's been so still in our sleep space. And lift. Rotating and coming over. Not going very far. Maybe working your neck. Fill up the belly with breath. And come on back up. Maybe love up on those body parts, touching, massaging. And then I'll feel out the other side. Feeling out where that heel wants to be. Already, this side is showing me, wow, it's a lot tighter. Maybe even start to massage that a little bit. Lifting up, gentle side bend. So we could stay right here, right? This could be more than enough. My body's already starting to say, no, I want to Lengthen it out a little bit, finding a little yum. Breath in, breath out. And with every exhale, maybe, something else, could let go. Whoa, appreciating that there's change in every moment. Feel your body letting go of something it's been hugging on really tightly this week. And bringing ourselves up. Actually, I didn't feel that until I came up, feeling that on that side. Come on around to the other side, twisting and lengthening. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. And bringing ourselves back up. Good. Now bring those legs back in. Lengthening them out in front of us. Waking them up. I'm going to start to bring the legs in a little closer now. Point and flex. Ooh, feel those ankles, tops of the feet. I don't know, hopefully some of you, if you're working from home and you had been used to wearing really confined shoes, maybe your feet and ankles have found some freedom over all of this social distance stay at home. Spread those toes, wake them up. Good. Let's rotate the inner thighs, feeling the upper part of those thighs rotating in. Feeling a little bit of stretch here. Feel that in my low back. And just hinge forward and back a little while you keep those inner thighs. You could even use those hands. Good. And then we'll let those legs come to a neutral space and come forward again, feeling that difference. Now make sure you're not trying to carry in your mind like any destination, any goal. Meet yourselves where you are. Listen to the body, feel the body. In this moment right now, let go of a feeling that you want to feel. And be present with what you are feeling, or what you could. Could you let the neck go a little bit more? Can you relax your facial muscles? Can you start to even be aware of salivation? And we'll bring ourselves back up. All right, I'm going to bring those legs in now and bring the sole of the left foot up against this right thigh and come forward. Now this one is going to be a little different. And let's point and flex in the right toe and heel. And we'll wake that up, coming on back up. Maybe a massage. Feel it out. Do you want to have a little twist here? My spine was like, yes, thank you, and some more. And then I'll come on back, and let's switch it up. Bringing that upper body over. Feeling the difference. Pointing, flexing. Greet yourselves. Arrive on your mat with yourself, your authentic self. Invite your authentic self. Maybe your authentic self is taking their own sweet time coming in. Maybe you're still hearing sounds in your household and you're distracted. And that's okay. That's a huge part of our practice. And then bring ourselves up, maybe twisting. Many of you have been practicing a lot at home lately. Maybe it's starting to feel a little more comfortable, a little bit more you. This is your practice. I love that you want to share practice here, but your practice is where you are. So embrace and love that, hell yeah, I'm practicing at home. I'm doing it my way. Good, and let's let that go. All right, we're going to make our way to our hands and our knees. Now I'm just going to turn sideways so we can see. And we'll find a few cat and cows. Remember, if the wrists are sensitive, you can rest on your fists, on your knuckles. And we'll drop the belly down, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find a neutral space. And we can reach that left leg back and place the toes down and then push back against that heel. Now try not to lean so far back. Can you keep your nipples over thumbs and just drive back with that leg? Dome the shoulders up. Fill it up. Feel that fullness in the back of your spine. And then we'll bring this leg in and switch it out. Feeling where your body, how you're carrying the weight of your body in your arms. Did you shift the weight or are you holding the weight? And it's okay if you notice, yeah, I shifted it. Doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Just build awareness so that we know where we are, how we're holding ourselves. Yoking. And then we get to determine how much we want to turn a dial of adjustment. What are the hips saying? And then bring that leg in. And we'll come on up to standing on the knees. Hands to the low back. Pushing those hips forward. Let the tummy breathe. Now try to lift the spine. Don't try to crunch your spine. Lift the spine from the lowest part of your back. Good, and we'll bring ourselves back down. Ooh, my back is talking today. We'll find child's pose. So I'm going to widen my knees, sink my hips back. Let the chest come down. You could always rest your chin on your hands here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. I'm going to rearrange my mat to just face sideways with you all. We're going to come forward to hands and knees from the child's pose. Tuck the toes. Now listen, we're just going to gradually feel out where we are with holding our weight, all right? So before we can go really deep and far into spaces, we need to learn where we are, what is being supported, what's going beyond our edge. So I'm going to tuck these toes, feel my arms holding me. And then just lift the knees and feel that space. Maybe bring some weight back and forward. Where am I? What muscles are starting to have to help me out? And then bring those knees down. We just wear that. Good, and then we'll revolve. Choose whatever side you want. Twist. Again, start to notice, did I shift all of my weight? Where am I? Shift forward and back, side to side. And then we'll just switch it out, bringing that opposite arm down, rooting, twisting, breath. And then we'll bring that down. Ready? One more little graduated down dog. So we're just going to lift the knees, breath. Start to straighten the legs a little. Don't go very far. Good, and bring the knees down. And we'll step the left foot up. Go ahead and step it out wide. Hands inside of your inner thigh. Maybe you've got your block down here in front of you. I don't know where I put my block. All right. Fortunate for me, I'm in a yoga studio. All right, so I've got that block. You can support yourself on the block. Start to walk that right knee back and pull the chest up. Hug the inner thighs to one another. Send the breath down into your pelvic floor. With every exhale, maybe you can sink the hips a little bit more. And maybe your hips are saying, this is more than enough. So if it's too much, back it up. You can back it up, all right? Everybody, find where you need to be. Do you even know where you need to be? Are we always following some should or some supposed to? And then I'm going to shift back, bring this left knee back, and then step the right foot up. Now I want to see if my core, if I can lift my own leg. And if it doesn't come up far, just go ahead and help it up there. You can use your hand and help it up there. But test it out. Find out, does my core, does my spine have the strength to hold me up? Look at this knee. Try to have it over that heel or ankle, all right? Don't have it going past. So here, putting too much stress on the patella tendon, and I'm stretching something different here, right? I'm getting more into the Achilles tendon. Here, we're trying to step it out a little bit more so that when we bend, we're getting into here. Hands can be down inside of the inner thigh. Some of you are using a block. I said you could use a book. I don't know if you want to use a human here. It would definitely have to be consensual. Breath. Now this is a space, I'm just going to show it, we're not going to hang out here, but this is a space where some of us can eventually spend some time. I know that some of you were asking for some deep stretch space. You could do this at home as long as you want. You could start to come down here, breathe. You could set down a book, read it, breathe, and feel your way. You know, you could hold this for a few minutes. And then let's bring that back. So that's going to be about where we all are, okay? It's not saying that we need to be there, but some of us, you might have been in that and said, wow, Belinda, I could hold that a little longer, all right? We're developing our practice and learning what's good for us. Hands to the low back, pushing the hips forward a bit, pulling the belly up. Let the gaze come maybe to the ceiling. Don't drop the head back. Let your tummy breathe. Now don't get distracted by anything you see on your ceiling. Stay in your hips, stay in your thighs, stay in your spine, stay in your belly. Whatever you're seeing on that ceiling has been up there since before you noticed it. It's fine. Good. And then we'll bring ourselves back, bringing those hands down. Tucking the toes, and then lift the knees a little, maybe a little bit more, and then go ahead and push the butt up toward the ceiling, letting your head go. Maybe pedaling it out. Shrug the shoulders and let it go. Shrug the shoulders and let it go. Breath in, breath out. Good. Let's bring ourselves back down to hands and knees. Again, if those wrists are sensitive, go ahead and change that out. And we're going to reach the left foot back. I think I'm making too much noise for her nap, so she's leaving. Now spin that foot flat. Have these right toes aiming straight into the arch of the left foot, pressing the baby toe edge of that foot down. Now I'm going to bring this right hand in a little closer to the knee so that I'm trying to stack this shoulder underneath of the wrist. Again, building awareness of where I am in my body and how my body is supporting myself. And now I'm pressing into that back foot, really pressing down to the side of the thigh and sending the hips thrusting toward this camera. Now I'm going to keep my gaze down because there's enough going on right now that I don't need to turn my gaze and change my perspective and lose my balance entirely. And then breathe in the length, stand in the strength. Did not mean to rhyme there. Breath. Now if you're feeling like you have your stability and you want to lift that left arm up, go ahead. Thrust the hips, get in the pelvis, feel your hips. And then we'll bring that left hand down, bring this left knee down, down dog, tuck the toes. Gradually, feel your way, slowly. We don't have to be in any hurry. Feeling the down dog, come down for a rest whenever you need. Spread the toes, build awareness, maybe tilt the tailbone up and down. Notice what you're feeling in the backs of the legs. Waking up our awareness, and then we'll bring those knees down. I'm going to turn, and we're going to lengthen the right leg back. Excuse me. Spin the foot flat. Apparently, that's an SOS call for karma. I'm going to bring this left hand under my shoulder. Feeling the feet, looking at that alignment, pressing, and then hips. So it can be so simple as this. And we're all working out so much, all right? And every wobble that you're feeling in your body, trying to find balance, those are muscles that are coming awake in the now. And they're all making little adjustments. Because balance is not static. Balance is constant adjustment, constant fluctuation, constant calibration, not perfection. And then if you feel like you want to play, bring that element of play, lifting that right arm up, be in the right leg, thrusting the hips, breath. Good, and we'll bring that right hand down, right knee down. One more down dog if you want. If you're done with the down dog, you can wait. We're going to be stepping up to the top of the mat after this down dog. So we can tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Maybe there's a different stretch you want to do if you don't want to do the down dog. Check in with your neck. Feel your hands. Try to press through the fingertips and the entire length of each digit rather than digging into the heels. Good, breath in. And let's bring the left knee down. Step that right foot up. And as I said, if it doesn't come up very far, grab it, help it up there. Be mindful about getting ourselves up, all right? Tuck the back toes, maybe use your block. And we'll step the back leg up. I'm going to adjust myself. Now your feet can be apart. Okay, some of us have tummies and flesh, or our legs are just tight, okay? So feel out where you want to be, let that upper body go. So those legs could be together or apart. Give a soft give in your knees. Try not to lock them backward, and we'll grab opposite elbows, allowing that upper body to hang. Feel the weight of the upper body hanging. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Let's let the arms go. We're going to start to build a little bit of heat in our practice this morning now. And roll the spine up to standing. Good. Let's breathe in and lift. Exhale, let it go. Breathe in, look up. Maybe you've got a block to help you. Step the left leg back foot flat. Maybe walking your hands up this thigh for support, or you can use your core to bring yourselves up. Breath in, hands down. Feel the process of bringing the upper body down. Stepping that left leg up, stepping that right leg back. When we're ready, solid in the legs. Breath in, come up, and bring it down. As slowly as you can. Now check this out. Try not to shove off with the back leg, all right? We're going to stand in the left leg to bring the right leg up. Good. Roll the spine up to standing. Hands behind us. Sending the wrists down, knees bent, lift the chest. Good. We're going to take it forward. Let those arms go anytime you're ready. Let those arms go anytime you're ready. Maybe shake your head, yes or no. Letting those arms go. Hands to the floor or the block. Step the left foot back. Wrapping the arms under this right thigh. And pull the chest up and resist. Pull and resist. Drive that back leg into the floor. Feel yourself, giving yourself stability. Breath. Good. Maybe support yourselves to come up. Hands can come to your hips. Maybe hands are at prayer. Straightening and sinking. Feel that out. Straightening, try not to lock it, and sink it, and straighten. Sink it down. Slowly bring yourselves down. Okay, here's this mindful stepping up again. So stand in the left leg to bring, the right leg to bring the left leg up. Switching it out. Taking your time. Feel the feet come in contact with the mat. Give yourselves a nice little hug and pull, pull, pull. Breath. Release, bringing ourselves up, maybe with support. Maybe your hands are at prayer. What are we present with? How stable we are, feeling our strength, feeling our balance. So much for us to bring our attention to. Pick something. Good. We'll straighten. Maybe your arms are up this time. And bend. And straighten. And bend. Try not to let that knee go past that heel. And straighten. Good. And sink. Good. And straighten. Sink it down, breath, sitting up tall. And then we'll bring those hands down one more time. Mindfully, stand in the left leg to bring the right leg up. And then roll the spine up to standing. Good, we'll feel those feet and just come up onto the toes and down. Up onto the toes and down. Good. Roll those shoulders up and back. Work the neck. Whatever direction you want. Good. Let's root into this right leg. And ask the left leg to lift. Now that could be an inch. Okay? Some of you may want to get close to a wall and then hold that inch. So there we're just isolating and feeling those low core muscles lifting as well as standing in this right leg. Maybe you play with a little bit higher. Start to notice the muscles in the upper part of this thigh, in the groin, as well as your low abs. And then we'll press that down, stand. Now root into the left leg, asking the right leg to lift. Again, your hands could be here. Now while you're in this one-legged mountain space, stand tall. Notice the adjustments that you intend versus the adjustments your body's doing on its own, right? Because there's reflective adjusting that's going on that you are not in control of. Muscles down in your calves and your thighs, right? But when you put your mind to it, boom, we start knocking ourselves over and stuff, all right? That starts to really show me like, so much for what I know. If I let my body wisdom take over, usually things go a little more smoothly. Breath, lift, and bring that down. Good, let's breathe in and lift, squeeze the thighs, lift the belly button, exhale, let it go. Shift forward and back in your feet. Oftentimes we're way back in the heels. I'm exaggerating that here a little. Can you shift forward a little bit? And then let the upper body come forward. Good, let's make sure we're up toward the top of our mat. And we're going to step the left leg back, maybe using that block again, and come to the toe. Deep lunge. Chest is up. Now squeeze inner thighs together and let it go. Squeeze inner thighs together and let it go. Now we'll spin that left foot flat. If you were to draw a line from the back of the right heel, it would meet at the center of that left arch to make a capital T. So I'm going to adjust that foot a little. And then help yourselves up if you need. Trying to keep this right knee bent. It could be bent just this little. You know it's bent. Working it out. Turning our chest and our waist and our hips frontward toward the camera, and bending and straightening. And bending and straightening. Now once we start to get into these standing poses, bending and straightening, when those of us who have pets, I've certainly had some traffic going through, and I've had to draw some hard limits on who's doing what under there. If I was home right now, Puma would be just laying down under me. Feel those hips. Now scoop the tailbone back and forth. Just work it a little. A little slow motion yoga twerking. Hips side to side. Just feel it out. What's going on? What's talking? Good. And then maybe expand, shoulders down, chest lifting. Now arms heavy. Maybe give a little give in those elbows. Growing tall through the back of the neck. Good. We're going to straighten that right leg. Reach through the right arm. Now see if that left hip will move. Like say if you were pulling a rope, pulling that back, reaching, and maybe your hand comes to your block. Some of you are able to bring that hand maybe to the ankle, maybe it comes down. There's no goal. Feel out, navigate what your body wants, negotiate. Thrust those hips. That left hand can rest. Ease and steadiness. Sthira Sukha. Breath. Triangle. Trikonasana. Squeeze your thighs. Give yourselves a base. Good. You can help yourselves up by using that right arm up on that upper thigh if you need. Good, I'm sliding a little bit on my mat. Arms out. So this is my left hand. I'm going to take my left hand toward my right foot. It can come to the block and twist. Breath in. Pay attention to your neck. You can be looking down. Breath out. Good. Let's bring both hands down toward that right foot. Spin onto the left toes. This one might be a little harder because we're long. See if you can stand in that right leg and bring that left leg up. And let's roll the spine up. Oh, let's shake that out a little bit. Shake it out. Maybe even just, let go. Loosen it up. Good. And then we're going to get ready for the other side. We're going to step that. I'm going to switch here. So we're going to step our right leg back. Finding that deep lunge. Squeeze inner thighs and relax. Squeeze inner thighs and relax. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good, relax. We're going to spin that right foot flat. Do our alignment again. Drawing a line from the back of that left heel. Making a perfect T with the back of that arch. The arch of the right foot. Walking your way up, giving yourself support, turning the chest. Now if you're like, hey, I don't need to crawl my way up, you can use your core and just lift yourself up, trying to keep that leg bent. All right, more work, okay? And we also are waking up our awareness. We'll straighten and sink, making up that awareness of our core. Let's just go back and forth here a few times. Awareness of our spine, awareness of your mind. And we'll sink it down, asking this left thigh to rotate open to the left. Same with the right thigh. A little bit of pelvic tilting back and forth. Maybe work that neck. Lengthening, breath, shoulders down. And straighten. Feel out these hips. Get a little sassy. And we'll send that right hip back, lengthen, reach. You know the deal. If I needed that block, I would have to crawl and go get it. But right now, I'm just going to let my hand rest where it is. Hips, I'm going to scoop that tailbone under. Turning the chest open. I'm going to turn the neck on this side. It feels good on this side. I'm good with that. Shoulders are away from my ears. Bringing my awareness into my base, my legs, my hips. How sturdy and strong are they? And I don't want to overwork it, so I'm not going to super squeeze them to death. Do we know when we're overdoing anything? Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Now choose whether you need support to come up, so you can use that left hand and walk up your leg, or you can ask your core, so reaching that left arm out, ask your side core, bring yourself up. All right, so I slide a lot, so I'm just going to bring this right foot in a bit. We're going to windmill, right hand over toward that left foot or block. And twist. Breathe. Soften your faces. let's come on down, bringing the hands down by that left foot. Spin onto the right toes. Sink into it. Nice. We're going to bring this right knee down and step this left knee back. And let's find a child's posture. So we'll widen the knees. Now, if you don't want to go so wide this time, maybe bring it in a little, not bringing the legs closer together. And that's going to feel a little different on the belly. So it might feel a little more restrictive of our breathing, but also stretches the back a little bit more. If your head doesn't come completely to the floor, give yourself a point of rest. Try not to let the head dangle. Ease and steadiness, sthira sukha, ease and steadiness. All right, we're going to move the block out of the way if you had a block there. I'm going to take this off. All right, let's lengthen. And see about pulling your ribs and your belly forward, and then sink the butt back, letting your head go. Encourage some space and length in the armpits. And we'll come forward, and let's just go ahead and lay the belly down. We'll do a sphinx, bringing the elbows under the shoulders, inner thighs together, pin the elbows, let the hips rest on the floor, buttocks are loose, push down through the forearms and pull up through the back of the neck. And fill up the belly with breath. Fill up the belly with breath. Patient and observant. What's still fighting and tense in the belly, in the back, in front of the pelvis. Make space. Ask for space. Give yourselves permission to feel this space. Let's tilt the chin up and down, up and down. Keep pushing down through the forearms, up and down. Loosen the buttocks, loosen the tummy, up and down, up. Good. We'll lay ourselves down, turning your head to one side. Deep breath. Sigh it out. And we'll prop ourselves up on our elbows and bend our right leg. Now I'm going to keep this left arm across. So I've got a nice arm bar to hold on to press down through. I'm taking this right hand back. I'm going to find this foot or ankle. Now this is where a strap could be used around that foot. Some of you could hold your pant leg if you've got a pant leg. I guess I could grab a leg here, but that's not fun. So I'm glad I can find this ankle here. All right. Aim this hip down toward the floor and invite the heel to you while lifting the chest and breathe. Loosen around any tension. So I just had to let my right butt cheek go, and I had to re-let it go because it just has a mind of its own. If that front arm is tired, you could always just rest. and do a little less of a stretch. The more we're lifting this chest up, the more we're stretching that whole psoas, P-S-O-A-S. It wraps from the inside of the back of your rib cage down your spine through the front of your thigh. And then we'll let that go. We're going to switch it out, bending that left leg, taking that left arm back, finding that foot or ankle, inner thighs together, aiming that left hip toward the mat, and respecting this side. No rush, savoring this breath, maybe lifting the chest at the same time. Unclench the groin, unclench the buttocks. Remember, you could be laying down with that chest if you prefer. And we'll let that leg go. Turning our head to one side, taking some rest. And we'll bring the hands down alongside the waist, okay? Palms are flat, thumbs kind of lightly tickling along your lowest rib or near the lowest rib, pinning the elbows. Check in and let the butt muscles go. Press through the arms, lift the chest, keep your hips on the floor, relax your neck, relax your buttocks. And then lift from the belly button. Cobra. Bhujangasana. Let's lower that down. Some of us might like to massage the low back here. And then we'll get ready and do another if you want. Palms flat and firm, elbows pinning. Let those butt muscles go. Use the arms, lift the chest, relax the backside and the butt. Breath. And lay ourselves down. Good. From here, let's just turn ourselves over onto our backs. Good. Walking those feet in, heels kind of close to the butt, rest the arms down, and let's just clear the earth with our butt and just a little side to side swing. Feel the hips, feel the shifting of weight, feel your legs and your hips holding you in a different way, going with the flow. Come to neutral and we'll lift the hips a little bit more. And lower it down. And then back up. Press and lift. And lower it down. Good. Once more. Press solid through the flat of the feet. Don't dig into the heels. Use the whole surface of the soles of your feet. And lower vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. All right, let's cross our right ankle above left knee. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a strap here. I thought I had my stuff. So I've crossed that right ankle above the left knee. And you might want to take the strap behind your left thigh and then snake it in between. And use that to pull up. Hi, baby. You've got to move. Go on. Go lay down. Thank you. All right, so we're going to pull using that. So that's if your hands can't come behind on your own. If you can find that clasp, go ahead. Maybe you even bring your hands on top of the knee to pull down. Press your spine, or just let your spine rest in the earth. Breath in, breath out. Now before we're done with this side, maybe loosen it up a little bit and change where the ankle is. You can take it further across, you can bring it further up the thigh. Just feel a different location, and then let's give it another hug and feel that difference. Get to know your bodies. Get to know what's tense, what's holding. Never be afraid to play and explore and change something up. It helps us really identify our expectations and our attachments in our practice, what we're attached to, what we never want to change. Everything changes. Everything is impermanent. Can we embrace that aspect of our practice? And we'll let that go. Go ahead and bring the left foot down, and we'll straighten the right leg and hold that leg behind the hamstring. Now you could slide those hands up the back of that leg. You could also always just use the strap or your towel instead. Pulling that leg gently toward you, gently, gently. So it could look like this, gently. Point and flex through the heel and toe, and find out what the back of your calf has to say. Breath in, breath out. Nice, and then we'll let that leg go. A nice little bridge intermission. We'll press down through the feet, rest those arms, and lift the hips. Good. Now imagine there's paper plates under your feet, and you're trying to slide your feet toward the front of the mat, like you're trying to slide those plates toward the front of the mat. And now let your butt muscles go. Sliding, lifting, tummy's relaxed. And slowly, vertebra, feel it. Vertebra, vertebra, vertebra down. All right, other side, crossing our right ankle above that left knee. Sorry, left ankle, right knee. Other side, y'all. Y'all know I like to say, we only got two choices. If you got more than two legs, you got abundance. All right, so maybe you're using that strap behind that hamstring, feeling this difference, and there is a difference for me on this side, most def. Breathe. Shoulders soft. Face is soft. If you're not using a strap, maybe you're just clasping underneath of that hamstring yourself or on top of the knee. Don't try to make this side the other side. Explore what's here, accept what is here. Soften your shoulders, soften your neck. Loosen it a little, and we'll change where that ankle is a little. Maybe pull it further across that thigh, maybe a little closer to the hip. I'm going to go a little closer to the hip on this side.
And breathe. And ask yourself right now, do you need more or do you need less for contentment? For contentment. Practicing for contentment. Feel that out. Do we even know what contentment is? Or do we seek the fullest pleasure or a fulfillment or a performance goal? Is that contentment? Can we invite a concept of enough? Can we wear that? Can we embody that? And we'll softly release, letting that right foot come down, left leg up, holding on behind that hamstring. Maybe grabbing that strap to come up a little closer toward that ankle so that you can pull that leg, or find the clasp here and pull lightly, ever so lightly. Press your spine into the floor and then, work toes and ankles and heel. Breath. Contentment here. What are we exploring that's so deep in something so simple? And we'll invite both knees in. Rock and roll. One happy baby if you like. Your hands can come inside of the inner thighs and just hold, or outside, holding the backs of the knees, pulling those knees down toward the armpit space. Some of us, it's accessible to take the hands up to the arches. Inside is a little easier. And then some of you could bring your hands outside. It's just going to give you different leverage points. Tilt the tailbone to the floor. What's a balanced space of pressure and effort and acceptance? Right here. Could you lengthen your spine here, lifting the head, pulling it up and away from the shoulders and placing the head down? Make space. And let your spirit occupy the space you make. And then we could rock. And we'll bring the knees back in. Karma. And we'll bring the feet down. Bottoms of the feet together, knees open. Karma Louise, come here. Come. Come. Let the hips open. Adjust your hips for comfort. Adjust your chest and shoulders for comfort. Maybe close the eyes. You could put an eye pillow or a towel over your eyes. And notice how that feels on your eyes. Most of us have really been doubling down on digital media as a way of connecting and working. And just feel how your body has been responding to that stimulation. Feel how your body is really loving turning off that stimulation right now. Soften your groin and your pelvis. We'll keep the feet together and slide them a few inches away, and just changing the angle in your pelvis and your groin. And just feel that difference in the thighs and your hips. Come here. Come. Go on. Come on. Let's bring our hands to our bellies. Feel the rise and fall of our bellies with breath. A single Om here if you would like. Feel the vibration in your body, in your mat, in the floor. Deep breath in. Massage the body however you like. Stretch the body however you like. And then we'll gradually roll to one side. Fetal position. Hugging the seeds of our practice, embodying the shape of safety and nurturing, growth. And we'll bring ourselves up toward a seated space. Find a comfortable way of sitting. Feel the bones, feel your flesh. Relax the belly and allow the breath, that free and easy breath. Don't try to control how you're breathing, just bring your awareness to it. Give your breath the gift of your attention. And observe your mind and where it's going and what it's doing. And gently guide it back to your bones, your flesh. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. Be here now. Simply you. Simply being. Hands to the heart center. Holding your heart in your hands gently for yourself and for others. Let's set an intention of love and kindness and compassion to those who are suffering. For any parts within us who are suffering. May we seek balance, may we seek peace, and may we just practice love. Namaste. So awesome to hang out with you all. Thanks. Come on back. We'll be doing a power class in a little bit. All right? Namaste.